All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC. We're the best reviews wrestling and your three-time YWC channel of the year. And I'm back here. It is now Thursday night, Thursday, November the 13th of 2025. Hope you all have had a good Thursday as we kind of round out the week here. Hope you guys have been enjoying the content that I've been putting out. And so we're heading into, again, mid-November. In another 2 weeks, it'll be Thanksgiving, which I'm looking forward to. And, the government shutdown is officially over. So, hopefully this damn fucking government, Congress, and shit get their shit together. But, that's another story for another time. So here tonight, I want to go ahead and do this video. I've been teasing that I was going to be doing a video of this ilk here tonight, so I figured I'd go ahead and deliver on it. I've had the day off, so I've been largely resting up, chilling out for the most part, enjoying my day off. And I was out, running errands and such earlier. But wanted to go ahead and get this video out of the way, because I got quite a bit to say with this one. And fair warning, I might go off on a bit of a tangent here, because this particular topic is something that, when I look at this stuff like this, and when WWE does stuff like this, and I basically say this is why they're in the spot that they're in right now. Because they really just can't help themselves. So let's just get into it, shall we? So we had a title change on Raw this past week. Actually, apparently there were a couple title changes. Apparently, the Kabuki Warriors, that being Asuka and Kairi Sane, won the women's tag team titles in the main event of that show. It is what it is on that, but I'm not here to talk about that. You all should know what I'm here to talk about. So, we had a match on Raw. So, John Cena, of course, made an appearance this past week on Raw. They were in his hometown of Boston, or, his home area. He's billed as being from West Newbury, but Boston is obviously, again, it's his home state. Boston is his city, whatever. And he wrestled in a match. And a lot of people are calling his final match in his history, in his career on Monday Night Raw, because, again, he's in the midst of his retirement tour. And his final official match, or his retirement match, is going to be next month in December at Saturday Night's Main Event. And so on and so forth. I'll get into that a little bit later. But he wrestled a match against Dominic Mysterio. And this was actually a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. And John Cena, not only did he defeat Dominic Mysterio here in this match, but he defeated Dominic Mysterio and he won the Intercontinental Championship in this match. Up to this point, John Cena has what? According to multiple people or multiple sources, he has going into the show, he had four appearances left. Of course, now he's now that he's appeared on Raw 3, he's got 3 appearances left, with a final match or retirement match in December, and now he's Intercontinental Champion. So I have one question that I'd like to pose people watching this video right now. Exactly what was the purpose of doing this? What was the purpose of doing this? Seriously. This guy, this dude is literally on a retirement tour. Do you know what that entails? That means that at the end of this year, after this retirement match, this final match in December at Saturday Night's Main Event, where he's going to face the winner of a fucking tournament. I already did a video talking about that. The Last Time Is Now tournament, literally an entire tournament dedicated just to being John Cena's final opponent. Just the absurdity of that alone is ridiculous. And the guy only has 3 appearances left. We don't know if one, maybe two, one for sure, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to wrestle another match between now and his final match. We don't really fucking know because WWE is all over the place. It's like they don't fucking know what they're doing, booking wise, creative wise. But now you have John Cena win the Intercontinental Championship here. You have him beat Dominic Mysterio in a just random match on a random episode of Monday Night Raw in his hometown, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But what the fuck was the reason for giving John Cena the Intercontinental title here? What the fuck was the point of this? What was the purpose? The answer is there is no meaning. There is no purpose to this. Who does this benefit? Excuse me, genuine question. Who does this benefit? This doesn't benefit anybody. This doesn't benefit Dominic Mysterio. This doesn't even benefit John Cena. What the fuck is the point? What relevance is there into giving him at this point, fucking pointless, meaningless token Intercontinental title reign at the back end of his fucking retirement tour? What is the logic behind doing this? I don't get it. Outside of, John Cena's a Grand Slam champion now. Who fucking cares? Who gives a shit? There was no point to doing this. Absolutely none. Just so he could get a token Intercontinental Championship reign, just so they could say, he's a Grand Slam champion. Let's just give him another fucking accolade. Just for another bullshit accolade. For another fucking title reign that WWE throws on this guy just to give him another fucking credential on his goddamn resume. For no reason. Literally no reason. This serves no purpose. This does nothing to benefit anybody in the long run. Other than fucking John Cena. It's all about fucking benefiting Cena. It's all about pushing Cena, right? That's how that's WWE's MO. That's what their mentality has been for the last 20 years. And it has not changed. Even on his way out the door, they're giving this guy random fucking championships just because. No fucking logic, no fucking basis, no fucking plan for the future, no nothing. Let's just fucking put it all on John Cena. Let's just fucking elevate him. Let's just fucking send him. Let's just fucking boost him for no goddamn reason. To me, it makes no fucking logical sense to do this. This does not benefit Dominic Mysterio in any way. This does not benefit anybody, any full-time wrestler. This does not do anything to boost or elevate any fucking wrestler on that roster. Dominic Mysterio included. Now, I've talked about this in the past. I am not necessarily the biggest fan of Dominic Mysterio. I personally think he's a little, shall we say, overhyped. I don't say he's necessarily completely without talent, but I just don't think he's worthy of the hype he's getting. I understand what they're doing with him. They got the whole, this whole persona that they're pushing with him, this whole gimmick of his, Dirty Dom and all that, nonsense, with him in the Judgment Day. And they're kind of, giving him that look, with the mullet and everything, trying to liken him to Eddie Guerrero. You see people making comparisons with him and Eddie Guerrero, and I get it. There's a correlation there from way back when Eddie Guerrero was still alive. And of course, somebody actually mentioned to me on social media, I've been hearing, mentions of this on social media in the last day or so, that this is the 20-year anniversary of Eddie Guerrero's passing. May he rest in peace, one of the true legends in pro wrestling. 2005, November. I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. And, but yeah, so I get the correlation because, the whole Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero storyline way back when involving Dominic, when Dominic was still a child. Where, Rey Mysterio, obviously, that was his father, and then Eddie Guerrero came in and said, Dominic is actually my son, and blah, 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 and they had that whole thing. I get it. I get the correlation. And I get, Dominic wanted to pay tribute, homage to Eddie Guerrero in that regard. Maybe that's why, that's kind of the motivation behind him looking the way he does. But people comparing him to Eddie Guerrero and saying, he's the modern-day Eddie Guerrero, I don't see it. Outside of the look, I really don't see it. To me, he's not even in the same breath, in the same league, and not even in the same stratosphere as Eddie Guerrero. charisma-wise, talent-wise in the ring. It's just like, it's not comparable. Eddie Guerrero's leagues ahead. And I'm somebody who grew up watching Eddie Guerrero. I've seen his matches. I've seen a lot of Eddie Guerrero's matches back in the day, live. This was during the time when I first started out as a wrestling fan, back in the early 2000s. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I have a huge amount of respect and appreciation for the late great Eddie Guerrero. Dominic Mysterio is not Eddie Guerrero. And I just feel like he's a little overhyped. I'm not saying he's necessarily bad. I just, don't really see the hype behind him. That's just me. That being said, everything that I just said, Dominic Mysterio is one of the only few, and a very, very small, select few, handful of up-and-coming talents on that roster, full-time up-and-coming young talents on that roster that WWE is even putting any sort of effort in pushing. At least this year, with this Intercontinental title reign. Look at all the people that they had Dominic Mysterio go over this year. He went over Penta. He went over Rey Fenix. He went over Jey Uso, I believe. LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura. There's a number of talents they had Dominic Mysterio go over this year. A number of title defenses on pay-per-views and all that kind of shit. They've been pushing Dominic Mysterio quite a bit this year with this Intercontinental title reign. And of all the people that you could have had Dominic Mysterio drop the title to and lose to, it would have to be fucking John Cena in the midst of a retirement tour. Again, what sense does this make? How does this benefit Dominic Mysterio in the long run? How does this benefit anybody on that roster in the long run? Hell, how does it even benefit Cena? He doesn't need the fucking Intercontinental title. For what reason would you have then to put the Intercontinental title on him in this instance? It makes literally no sense. It's just WWE fucking throwing titles on Cena just because. Just to give him more fucking accolades. It was bad enough that they had him fucking win this year at WrestleMania, win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania this year, just so they could say, he's won the most WWE world titles in fucking the company's history, 17-time world champion, all that stupid shit, in the midst of a absolutely failed and just quite frankly lackluster heel turn. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. There's a number of other people who think the same way, who feel the same way when it comes to that heel turn of Cena from earlier this year. And then we found out why. We found out why because, according to reports, that wasn't the plan going into WrestleMania. But it was bad enough they did that shit. Now here, with only a handful of appearances left, with what, a month and a half left to go in the year, you give him the Intercontinental title. For no fucking reason. On a random episode of Monday Night Raw. Makes no sense. Shit like this is why I say this company is fucking everything that happens to this company. Every bit of bad luck that happens to this company, they fucking brought it on themselves. Because they do dumb shit. They make dumb shit, bonehead fucking booking decisions like this. How does this benefit your full-time talent? How does this benefit anybody going forward? Unfucking real, man. Unfucking real. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. What? My God, dude. It's like another fucking a meaningless fucking title reign you put on this guy. Another fucking just a token Intercontinental Championship reign. Makes no damn sense. The guy's not even. He's got, again, I've mentioned this already. He's only got a handful of appearances left. So that to me means that either A, he's going to be a transitional champion, and he's likely going to lose, with whoever he faces next, be it in December at that Saturday Night's Main Event, or maybe he wrestles before that. I don't fucking know. WWE hasn't fucking made any announcements in regards to that. So either A, he's going to be a transitional champion, or B, which is the most likely scenario, he's going to retire with the fucking title, which is stupid. It's dumb. It makes no sense. He's going to retire with the title, and then he's going to fucking vacate it. How dumb. That doesn't do anything to boost anybody. What does that do for the full-time talents that are going to fucking still be wrestling after John Cena's gone? Nothing. So what is the purpose of this? I don't fucking get it. And then I look around and I go on YouTube because I heard, what this fucking bullshit. And then, after I heard what happened on Raw, fucking John Cena winning their Intercontinental title. And I go around and I listen to, reactions. I listen to these other podcasters and these people who cover WWE who react to, WWE, and Raw and all that kind of stuff. And I listen to their reactions of John Cena winning the Intercontinental title, and it's largely positive. It's largely positive. You got people talking, John Cena wins the Intercontinental title. He's a Grand Slam champion. Oh my God, John Cena, Intercontinental title, blah, 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 blah. And I'm listening to these people. I'm like, are you people fucking mental? Like, how is this a good thing? How is this a good fucking thing? How can you sit there and act like this is a good thing? Like this is good for Dominic Mysterio or anybody going forward? It means literally jack shit at the end of the day. It means nothing. So why even do it? You can't just have him fucking bow out gracefully. Like literally every single other person who has retired, has gone on a retirement tour or whatever before him. You can't just have him bow out gracefully, can you? He just had to sit there and throw titles on him, fucking collect accolades as he goes out the door. Pushing this fucking bullshit narrative of greatest of all time. Suck my dick. Greatest of all time, my ass. Jesus, man. It's stuff like this is why I have I've just generally lost interest in WWE over the years. And a lot of other people have too. That's why you see the fucking tanking ratings and a tanking interest, and the viewership numbers are going down. And the fucking attendance is, at an all-time low. Shit, because of shit like this. This is what happens when you put all your eggs in one fucking basket. It makes no goddamn sense to me. None. No logical sense. Jesus, man, of all the people you could have had Dominic Mysterio lose the title to, of all the people you could have had Dominic Mysterio put over, fucking John Cena. When he's about to fucking retire. Like, seriously, what is the mental process? Like, trying to figure out what the fuck Triple H, Paul Levesque, and what the fuck the people who are running that company, what their thinking process is. How would anybody think this is a good idea? Oh, let's put the Intercontinental title on John Cena, who's only going to be around for about another month or so. Who seriously fucking came up with that and said, yeah, that's a great idea? Who in their right mind thinks this is a good idea? Name one fucking person who thinks genuinely that this is a good idea, that this is a benefit to WWE going forward. Literally nobody. And if anybody tells you, they're fucking bullshitting. They're lying out their ass. Jesus Christ, man. It's like, oh my God, dude. It's like, my God, man. It makes no kind of common sense at all. At all, man. This guy, they give him another fucking WrestleMania main event, put another fucking world's title on him. So they can say, he's he has the most world title reigns in fucking company history. All that fucking shit. Another WrestleMania main event, another fucking world title reign in his final year, and now they throw a random ass, meaningless token Intercontinental title on him just so they can say he's a Grand Slam champion. And the guy is about to be fucking retired. I've literally never seen anybody in the history of pro wrestling be as overpushed as this fucking guy is. Literally nobody. And that's saying something. I've been a wrestling fan a long time. I've been a wrestling fan for 25 years. And I've never seen this. Never have I seen this. This is fucking next level. This is next level fucking ass kissing right here, man. This is next level pandering. Like, Jesus Christ. And I'm sure some people are probably going to respond to this video and say, well, what about when AEW fucking put, what about when Sting retired in AEW and they put the AEW World Tag Title on him? That's fucking different. That's the fucking tag titles. And the whole reason why they did that, the whole reason why they had Sting go out that way is because that was for the sole purpose of elevating his partner. The whole reason Sting was brought to AEW in the first place was to elevate Darby Allin. And Sting winning the tag titles with Darby Allin in the main event of Revolution in his retirement match, last year, 2024, that was to build up and hype up and elevate Darby Allin. That's why they did it. It's not like fucking AEW put a bunch of fucking world titles on Sting on his way out the door. The guy only had one championship when he joined AEW, and that was the fucking the AEW tag titles that he won in his final match. That was the whole reason they did that. They didn't do that to elevate Sting. They did it to elevate Darby Allin. So there was actually a purpose. That was actually a clear-cut purpose and reason for them doing it. There's no clear-cut purpose and meaning for John Cena winning another fucking title. A title that he does not fucking need. That elevates nobody. If anything, it fucking buries the fucking mid-card. Because you had they pushed Dominic Mysterio for most of this year. They had him go over on all those names that I just mentioned just for him to job to Cena. It makes no fucking sense to me. And now you're having this last time is now tournament. A tournament specifically made to determine who will face Cena in his final match. And more likely than not, they're going to have the winner of that tournament fucking job to Cena in his final match. It makes no goddamn sense to me. No sense. There is no reason why this guy should be fucking... there's no reason why this guy should be made to look like he's some fucking god. I get it. Yeah, I fucking get it. I get it with all the years of, he's been there for so long and he does so much for WWE and blah blah blah. I know, he's a company guy and blah blah. It's like, okay, WWE has had plenty of fucking company guys over the years. What makes John Cena fucking better than anybody else? What puts him over fucking anybody else in that regard? Why does he fucking get all these titles and all these accolades and all these fucking singles wins and all these meaningless title reigns in his final year? Whereas everybody else fucking put somebody else over out the door. Look at Shawn Michaels. Look at Ric Flair. Look at Undertaker to a degree. They all fucking lost on their way out. Well, Undertaker was kind of an exception, but you get what I'm saying. But it's like all these guys in the history of WWE, whenever they would wrestle, whenever they would have a retirement tour or run or final year, whatever, retirement match, whatever, they use their final matches, their final appearances to elevate the guys that are going to remain after them. Does John Cena do that? No. Because he's a selfish individual, and WWE continues to fucking kiss this fucking guy's ass. And it's ridiculous. Makes no sense. And it's fucking embarrassing. So I don't know what the fuck else to say. I don't know what else to say. Another meaningless title, another meaningless accolade for John Cena. Go figure. Go figure. I don't know what else to say other than this company's never going to change. It's ridiculous. They're never going to change. It's fucking... It's embarrassing at this point. It honestly is. Anyway, that's all I got to say for this. Thank you for watching. Rest of the Otaku. I'm out. See you guys later. Peace.